My name is CJ Stevenson, and welcome to our podcast. Today we have on the Business School Council. First up, I want you guys to meet who else is on the podcast. Kate, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'd love to. Thanks for having us today. My name is Kate. I am the current Vice President of Events for our Business School Council. I am a senior here at WP Carey, majoring in accounting. As the Vice President of Events, I oversee our socials both internally and externally, as well as plan our larger scale events as a WP Carey community. And outside of the council, I am also a part of Barrett the Honors College, and I love cooking, baking, and being outdoors.
That's what's up, Kate. Ari, what's going on?
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us. My name is Ari. I'm currently the president for our Business School Council. I am a rising senior, I guess I am a senior. I'm majoring in marketing, AI, and sustainability with a minor in psychology. And I absolutely love BSC. I've been a part of it since my first year here at ASU. It's a great way to give back. I love my team. And outside of BSC, I also love being involved in Changemaker, which is our social impact organization here at ASU. Love being involved with our local community and giving back. Seems to be a common theme here. And then I also love dancing and spending time with friends and binge watching any crime show you could name.
Last but not least, Nate, what's going on, man?
What's up, CJ? Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. But yeah, my name is Nathan Edelbeck, and I study business law, and I have a minor in Spanish. I'm just a member of the Business School Council this year, but fortunately been a part of it this is now year 4. So I was welcomed in fall of 2022. So looking back, kind of unk status now. But I'm really happy to be here, and I look forward to the conversation.
Thank you, guys. Now, for my first question for today. What have you guys done to impact ASU as the Business School Council so far? We're going to start off with Kate.
Ooh, okay. Man, this is a good question. I would say the biggest thing that we do as a council is build community. I think most of the events and what we do within the council is to serve not only our WP Carey clubs and organizations, but also the student body in general. So encouraging involvement, leadership, professional development, truly just making WP Carey the best it is, and inspiring those around us and getting inspired from our community.
Kate, we're going to need a quote book. That was good. That was really good. All right, Ari, can you top that?
Oh my God, we'll try. I think Kate did a really good job. I think something else to note within our Business School Council is the way that we separate into different teams so we can focus on different aspects within our community. We've got our philanthropy team, we have our socials, which Kate heads, and then we also have our professional development. And so within each of those teams, we really drive as much impact as we can. I would say one thing that we really try and focus on is this idea of meeting people where they're at. And so whether we're serving our WP Carey leadership, whether we're serving our presidents, whether we're serving our overall student body, we're always trying to figure out what they need so that way we know exactly who we're serving and we're able to cater to their needs as best as we can. I think one of our favorite events that we've done so far has been our Philanthropy Week, because that allows us an opportunity to not only serve those that are within our WP Carey campus, but also in our local communities, and it brings everybody together in such a joyous and philanthropic way.
Nate, you got that?
Yeah, I don't know if I could top their answers. They both pretty much explained what we did very, very well. One thing that I will touch on, I guess, to go more depth is for individual members, which Ari kind of touched on a little bit with the professional development and socials, all that, and all that. You really, when you first join, it's a great launchpad organization. Whenever someone asks me, that I think it connects you to all the WP Carey clubs, which you guys would know more than I, but I think it's 42 now.
We actually have about 54, 55.
Oh my goodness.
We just affiliated, I think, 5 more organizations. So we're growing.
Wow, 54 organizations is insane.
Yeah, so 50. So I didn't even know that. That's 12 more than what I thought. So yeah, you have 54 organizations you're automatically connected with. You get connected with the undergraduate and student government, which at Tempe, that's about 70,000 students. And just through that, you're able to join so much. So I think, like, just to speak to the leadership in the council, we currently have the student body president as part of the Business School Council, multiple directors, and hopefully some upcoming senators as well.
That's amazing. Now, my next question for you guys. How do you guys stay number 1 in innovation while being in your roles? You know, we got to kind of flaunt that we're at ASU. So.
Yeah.
We're gonna start off with Ari this time. We're gonna switch it up.
Okay, all right. Good question. I think, in a similar vein, I think we're constantly trying to push ourselves to grow. One of my favorite quotes, or I guess mantras that I've heard from one of my friends has been to become 1% better every day. And I think that's something that our council really strives to do. We always come together as a team and we try to pinpoint the different pain points of different opportunities or areas that we can grow to better help those that we're serving. And once we identify those, we come together as a team to try and create goals and action items. And I think that discussion and space for all ideas to be heard really pushes us to grow out of our comfort zone and come up with ideas that we haven't really thought of before, because when you include more people in the conversation, you end up with more diverse thoughts. And I think that's really allowed us to break out of what BSC has been doing in previous years and grow on top of that and create a much closer community that's properly serving the community that we need to.
That's amazing. Now, you just talked about diverse thoughts. How diverse is the Business School Council?
We do our best to get people from all different backgrounds. I don't know how it's possible to really quantify it, but I can tell you some of the personalities that we have are very differing. We've got lots of first-generation students. We've got international students. We have students across all majors. We're just looking for people who are very open-minded. And I know something that a lot of people say is we look for like-minded individuals, but I think something that I personally look for is like-valued. I'm looking for people who aren't like-minded and that have all sorts of differing thoughts, but have the same strong morals and values that we really appreciate in all of our members.
That was really good. Nate, do you have anything?
To top that? Absolutely not. Ari spoke so well to that. But I'd say, again, just encouraging our members or encouraging people within the WP Carey School of Business, because I think we're second to class, so the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, in terms of exact student population or number of students. But from when we started, I think there was about 20, 30 clubs. Ari and I were peer advisors together, so we had this drilled into our brain. And then progressively, like we just said, 54 clubs. So if there's not a spot for you on campus now, we'll be there to help you form that group that you're able to help grow, and then that leads to further innovation.
Gosh, yeah, I mean, they took the words out of my mouth. I think, going off of the idea, just how many ideas that we bring to the table and that the student body is able to share. We have such an entrepreneurial community, and I think that's a lot in part due to how much leadership supports our own individual ideas. And as Nate said, if there's not something currently, that's like your niche, you can make it happen. And I think the motto of how big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail is so encapsulated by WP Carey. And I think that's what's truly special, and that's what drives innovation. Yeah.
Wow, you guys killed that. Now, my next question about the Business School Council, how do you get involved? If I want to get involved, anyone else listening to this, how do you guys get involved? Ari, you want to knock that out?
Okay. I feel like this is the ongoing conversation that we always have in our meetings, because we're always trying to get more people involved. Last year, we finally decided that our goal was going to be how can we increase engagement by at least 30%, and that goal just drove us to collect as much data as possible so we could figure out, what groups aren't being targeted and how can we grow. So this is a really good question. I would say that the best way to get involved is to be open-minded, to keep your eyes and ears open. I think we are everywhere, so it's pretty impossible to miss us. We have Involvement Week going on right now, which means all of our clubs are out there tabling, recruiting, and we have so many events towards the beginning of the semester, and that just allows anybody to kind of walk up to us, and we are more than happy to direct them to where they need to go. I also think that we've done an increasingly better job of hosting events that have a lower barrier to entry, that are simply just to grow the community. We had our first ever, we're hoping to make this an annual tradition, but Kate can speak to this more as she did a lot of our planning for this WP Carey Carnival. But we had it for the first time this fall, and this event was just all of our clubs tabling, hosting a bunch of different games. There was free food, there were free tickets, there was an opportunity to get like Trader Joe's raffle baskets, Tate McRae tickets, and it was just such a welcoming environment. And we had, I think, about like over 700 students at this carnival that lasted only 2 hours. And so I think that's just a good symbolic event that represents how much effort we put into the events that we create and how much of an impact it has in such a short amount of time. And I think this is a really long-winded way to say that we constantly are doing events. We're constantly out on our dean's patio, just out on campus. And getting involved is super easy. It's just a conversation with anyone that's involved, and we've decreased the barrier to entry so much that you're just able to join whatever you want, and you have the resources right in front of you. So I would just say keep your eyes and ears open. There's flyers everywhere. Follow us on Instagram. We're here for whatever you need.
Thank you so much. And the last question, I'm going to round it out with a fun question. When you guys are planning events, what songs are in the playlist? We're going to start off with Nate first.
Oh, anything by Post Malone. I'm a huge Post Malone guy. I think, and to speak to Post Malone, I think the diversity in his music, it's going to spark so many, I don't know. When you listen to him, you just feel that artsy creativity flow into the event planning. But, I mean, Kate will be able to give probably a better answer because she's in charge of events.
Oh, yeah. So normally I defer the playlist to someone else because I love Drake and country, and unfortunately the whole playlist can't just be those two. So, but those would be my go-to. Post Malone's pretty good too.
I feel like we've been throwing in some like 2000 bangers.
Yeah,
we
true.
love songs that everybody can just sing to and vibe at. So I think we've been doing a lot of throwbacks at some of our events, so that way you see random people getting down to like older music.
Is it music while you're planning the event or while the event's going on?
Oh, two very different
Ooh,
vibes.
is it a different vibe?
For
yeah.
planning, I'm a weirdo. When I'm studying or doing something that requires thought, I listen to classical music.
Me
Oh,
too.
yes.
Okay, there you
I
go.
do that.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
if you want to be in the
Or
business
like-
school council, listen to classical music. That's how you can get in.
Pro tip.
Oh my gosh, okay, actually maybe this is a hot take and should not be said, but any like white noise gets me really locked in. Like if the AC is going, like I'm locked in. But if there's like pin drop silence, there's nothing but my thoughts, nothing's
Yeah.
getting done. I'm so not focused.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, we heard it from the president.
Oh my
guys.
god. Uh-oh.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's been Kate, that's been Ari, that's been Nate, and I've been CJ. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
CJ.
you.